Rewatchers Council is back live on a Friday. Live on a Friday the 13th. Don't get me started. Don't get me started, guys. Oh, and what a treat I have for all of you. We got a full council today. First, joining us. It's always a pleasure to welcome Brennan Marr to the program. Brennan, how you doing, pal?
Doing good. Doing good.
And is it a Rewatchers Council? If it doesn't include Ferris Muthana, sometimes it is. But this time we're lucky enough to have him. Ferris, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are
All
you?
right. So we're going to talk about season 2, episode 13. Happy anniversary. This one is a little change of pace to what's been going on recently on the old program. Now, and I don't think it's a change of pace to the bad. There's parts of this I really actually kind of enjoy. So we'll go through it here. It's written by the two creators of the show, Greenwald and the other one. Directed by Bill L. Norton. And this is the first of 6 he's going to direct for Angel. He's also going to direct a season 6 episode of Buffy next season. He was a writer, producer, and director for Tour of Duty. I don't know if you guys would remember that show. It was well before your time, Ferris, but it was a Vietnam story. It was pretty good. He's directed all kinds of Law and Order, Criminal Intents.
Let's go. The underrated one, baby.
Yeah, and The Unit. He was a writer on More American Graffiti. Also, a movie called Cockfighter. Cockfighter. It's not a superhero movie. Not a superhero movie. Cockfighter. There was no chance I wasn't going to say the name of that movie as soon as I saw it. It's like, this is staying here, guys. Okay, so let's do a couple of guest star alerts. First, Darby Stanchfield plays Jean's fiance, Denise. She's going to go on to do a whole bunch of stuff here, Ferris. Plenty of work. She was Nina Locke in all 28 episodes of that Lock and Key show that was on Netflix. I never watched it. I think that was something Tan, you watched, by the way. She was Abby Whelan in all 124 episodes of Scandal. Again, a show I've never spent a minute watching that.
Is that the first lady?
I have no idea. Not 1 minute, I believe. Okay. I have zero idea. She also directed a couple of those eps. She was also on Castle. She was back with Boreanaz on Bones.
Oh, nice.
Now,
hey man, Boreanaz, big news coming out of.
I was going to mention that in a second. Yeah, cast as the lead in the redo of the Rockford Files. They better keep that. They better keep that theme song. It is an all timer.
Fantastic. You know what this means, though, Rob? You know what this means, though, Rob? You know what this means?
What's that?
That the show's gonna go on for like 8 seasons.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because David Boreanaz don't do short seasons. He don't do short shows.
That's true.
No,
that's
7
true.
seasons minimum. Every show he's done is 7 seasons minimum.
Except for this one. Now, he's basically done all your favorites, including. And this is what I wanted to see if you recognized her, because she spent 7 episodes on NCIS as Shannon Gibbs. Ferris.
Jeffro's wife or daughter?
I would imagine that's his wife. His daughter was supposed to be quite young when she was murdered. You're the guy who watches the show. I've had to see all the show. I've had to see them all. But
I used to watch the show. And I stopped watching, and then I was going to get back into watching. And then they told me Mark Harmon left, and I was like, "That's not NCIS then."
Yep, they have the guy from Office?
Gary Cole. Yeah. Gary Cole.
I know
him and Wilmer Valderrama.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Rob, Scandal is the show with Kerry Washington. Shout out to Jack DeRifa.
Right. Yes. Yeah, I knew about the show, but I didn't tell you what she played on the show. I had zero idea. All right. There's another guest star alert. For goodness sakes, let's throw 2 at you, Ferris. Mike Haggerty is going to be the one playing the bartender at the other karaoke place, not Caritas. Now, he has 124 listings on IMDb. He's a little prolific as a character actor. First thing that popped in my head as soon as I saw him, that's the captain before Raymond Holt on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, the one that let them get away with everything, including the fire extinguisher relationship.
Are you talking about the one before Andre?
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's only shown in a flashback thing or whatever. And the
Oh, okay.
thing, what are you doing? And it's like having races or whatever. And he says, all right, go ahead. Goes back to his office. He didn't do anything. But he's also in So I Married an Axe Murderer, Inspector Gadget. He was on
Mm-hmm.
Community. Then he was on the CSIs and ERs of the world. 5 episodes of Friends.
Yeah.
He was on some pretty big shows there. And the first couple of Austin Power movies as well. So good for Mike Haggard. Okay, let's get into this one. Now this episode is more like a buddy cop scenario
It is. It
between the
is.
host and Angel. I think it works. Uh, I really like the dynamic between
They
the
haven't. They
two.
haven't
Yeah,
told us his name yet.
Not yet.
Hmm.
It's coming. It
it's
drives
good.
me nuts. It drives me nuts. And I wrote down when I was doing my notes. So I'll do the notes and
I forgot his name.
well, I'm not saying it until it happens.
Mm-hmm.
I said it when I introduced him as a character. Now, uh, when I was watching it with the captioning on and stuff like that, I always do so I can get some names right and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It says his name on it, even though his names haven't been spoken yet. And I say, "Oh, that's a little cheat. That's a little cheat for you guys." So there you
Mm-hmm.
go. So,
I missed it. I must have missed it.
well, you know, it's coming. It's not like he's going to go nameless for the rest of the show here, and he's right there. I won't say hello. Anyways, as we're gonna just check in with the gang, the crew, the former Angel Investigations, because they found that little office somehow.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to set up a, a phone stuff. They have gun handing of flyers. They said, well, we better check and see if the phone actually works. They said, oh, it was gonna be working. It's like, nope, no doubt, Tom.
No doubt.
So Wes is going to go underneath to check it out. Somehow gets electrocuted. I don't know how you get electrocuted, with a telephone line and stuff like that. But
Old building is broken down. It can happen.
yeah, so they're going to be a little down in the dumps because the cases aren't rolling in.
Mm-hmm.
And Virginia's going to stop by. Virginia seems very supportive, by the way, of Wesley's, demon hunting and stuff like that, and investigating prowess. Let's all keep that in mind. How, you know, she's, very supportive of him. So supportive of him that, after they finish talking about the weird smell and stuff like that, she has a friend that owns a palatial place. She says she thinks this family invented chairs or something. It's an old money. They got some old money there in Los
Yeah, man,
Angeles.
that's old money right there, man.
Got some old money. So I said, well, there's this demon that's been pestering them. And when I say pester, it killed their oldest kid. She leaves out a bunch of the bigger details of it for now and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, these guys are gonna pay you mucho dinero if you go and settle out this problem. So basically, that's the whole plan for the crew. You're gonna see at the end and stuff like that they've got everybody sitting in the room and stuff like that. All the suspects, because the demon, it turns out, was just the weapon. Turns out somebody hired this thing to do in the poor oldest son there. And that could have been anybody. His parents, his sister, his octogenarian aunt, for some reason, could have been
Mm-hmm.
her as well. So Wesley has them all in there, and much like in a Agatha Christie thing, starts deducing and stuff like that, going through it all, working its way out until he fingers the killer. The octogenarian aunt
Yes.
is the one who raised this
It's
demon.
always the ones. It's always the ones that you don't expect to be the most evil, and they slither out using their. She's a little old and brickety, so no one thought it was her. But boom, she got her.
And boy, when she gets found out, she takes off her running. She
Mm-hmm.
bolts for the
And she was
exit.
caught.
She takes 30 steps to move a foot, kind of a deal. It's Cordy's the one who actually gets in the way and says, "All right, sister, you're coming with me." So At the end, they have a big party. There's a guy that comes in. He's like, they've decided, they're going to keep calling it Angel Investigations. Let's also remember that for next episode. Uh, and then they have the guy says, well, which one does he use, Angel? And Wes is like, it's just a name. Like, oh, we get it. All right.
Yes.
You know, I still like Wyndham Price as a name for that little investigator thing. It sounds pretty classy. Okay, let's move on.
It's a great
Uh,
name too. Get it? Angel Investigations. You're an angel, guardian angel, angel. You know what I mean? Boom.
sure, it's fine. You get it. Now,
Mm-hmm.
on to the angel and host of it all. Host is actually going to wake him up from looks like a pretty deep sleep there at the hotel by belting out the Star Spangled Banner.
Mm-hmm.
Ferris is if you're in a nice big hollow sounding, good acoustic hotel like that, what would be the song you sing? Would you sing your national anthem?
I was singing "America the Beautiful."
Oh, you go, you go,
Not
America the Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. That,
Set
that, that it should be our national anthem, but I digress.
yes, Canada. I don't know if I would sing "Oh Canada" or if I would sing, "The Maple Leaf Forever." I probably wouldn't sing that. I'd probably sing
Or
some
what about you, Brendan? What would you sing?
something else.
um. Well, since I can't sing, probably
Mm.
would.
Neither can me and Rob.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I probably wouldn't even try.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Probably "Young Hearts Run Free." You know what I mean? Young Hearts.
Don't
No,
sing
I've
it.
never heard of that song. You never heard of that song, Rob?
Don't sing it.
Mm.
Nah.
No, I'm not gonna sing it. Have you heard about it,
No. Oh, maybe I didn't hear about from that.
Mister? I know music. Okay,
Young Hearts Run Free.
"Young Hearts Run Free." You ever heard of that song?
No. Are
Serious?
you talking the
Wow.
Rod Stewart song?
No, not the Rod Stewart
That's saying
song.
that's not
What?
what it's called.
No,
Now
no.
he's gonna look. Okay, while you're busy googling that song, because I can't think of it. Anyways,
Oh, Candy Staten.
oh no, I have no idea.
Okay, then you don't know nothing about it. Then all right,
Yeah, no,
continue.
nothing. Okay, so the host is there. Yeah, Angel, a little grumpy. It looks like he's going to be the bad cop in the little buddy cop thing or whatever.
Hmm.
He's going to be the grumpy one. He's going to be the Nick Nolte of it all. It
Without the
seems
racism.
without there's a lot less racism,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
nice. It's
Yeah.
nice that they clean that up for
Yes.
this. Yeah, he's got the host has got some good news for old sourpuss Angel. There's going to be an apocalypse in 24 hours.
Yes.
So, again, they're going to cut to the theme songs and stuff like that. Host is going to ask
Best
him
theme
all the
song.
questions, like yeah, it's a fine song. It's no Rockford Files song.
I've actually never heard of the Rockford Files theme song.
You monster! You say, oh my gosh! All right. Anyways,
Mm.
he's gonna ask. The host is gonna ask why he got rid of his crew again, and he has to remind him how hot Cordy is, for God's sakes, and that
Why not?
and then he's going to tease that Wes is going to play a huge part in something. Everyone's always teasing that somebody in this show is a huge part of something, and then just never go on about it. Also, he does go on about how the new bartender they have there at Caritas makes a dog crap sea breeze. I do like the sea
Fire them.
breeze. Yeah, it's like if we can't cut a grapefruit and
Yeah,
freshly squeeze it.
yeah. Like Rob. Like if Rob hired me and I was a bartender and I couldn't make a Manhattan, Rob would have fired me.
It'd be interesting if anybody ordered a Manhattan at my bar.
Well,
I think that would be pretty fun.
you're not allowed to order Manhattans at your
No,
bar.
you can.
Oh.
You could. The clientele is let's say it's a blue collary, more of a blue
Ah.
collar style. It'd be fun if you did though. It's like you're the one who comes in to order a Manhattan.
Well,
Whereas I would like
drink?
I
What's
would
the
like
drink? What's the drink at Rob's bar? I want to
beer,
know.
beer,
Just beer. Give me a beer.
yeah.
Oh,
Crack. Beer.
oh. So it's not from the tap.
No, I wish.
don't gotta-
I wish that when the new owners came in, like when my wife's son came in, didn't want to deal with the draft, so they got rid of it. It's like I don't know how you make money, but that's fine. I was just I just worked there. What are you gonna do? All right, so back to the show. Anyways, so they had this guy up there singing what is that stupid song? Can't live with
All by
living.
myself.
Oh, that's it. All by myself.
Yeah, the one. Yeah,
Yeah,
when the host passes out.
right. He makes them host. Makes them faint. For God's sakes, he gets up. He's like when he read this guy when he was singing, he didn't see anything in him after 9 o'clock. Not only did he not see anything in him,
Hmm.
he didn't see anything in anybody. It's the
That was
world.
10 o'clock.
Yeah, something like that. That was nine
Late.
o'clock.
It was
It was
late.
9 o'clock. It was nine
It was
o'clock.
late.
So like that's gonna be it for the world. It seems
Hmm.
after 9 o'clock the next day. So they say, well, we gotta go find this guy. We're
Hmm.
gonna team up, you and me. We're gonna go find this little kid singing the karaoke. And he's like, well, don't know much about him, but probably sings at other karaoke bars. Maybe
Yeah,
that's a good place to start. There's like
Hmm.
17 karaoke
like a
bars around this one
million,
spot.
like a
Yeah.
million out there.
So, anyways, good for him. Anyway, so we're gonna go on. They're gonna see this kid now and see what he's doing. Turns out he's some physicist or a
Yeah,
physicist
this is-
student or something like
yeah,
that
yeah.
at some university there. They don't say which one. They say that they're eventually the Buccaneers. So I guess it's a made up. It's a made up
Right.
college in Los Angeles. It seems. You don't say Trojan or something like that. We'd know
No,
which
or
place unless
Bruin.
there you go. You could be
Hmm.
used to.
Or Cal State, LA.
Right. So, these other, I guess, fellow students or fellows in the thing or whatever, you could see is watching him get to work. One's a buddy of his
Hmm.
girlfriend. The other one just seems to be jealous of his success for some reason. He's creating now. He has a machine. He's going to create basically a tiny event horizon,
Hmm.
which is smart, which is a smart thing to do, and more people should be trying to make event horizons for God's sakes. Uh,
Yeah, nothing's bad ever happened when you do an event horizon. No,
no, anything with the word event before it
it's not
in
like there's the
science
game. It's not
and
like there's a
science.
game where the world ends in called Event Horizon.
Yeah, there was a movie. I remember that, and I think it had like vampires in space. Anyways,
Hmm.
What?
uh, yeah. So this whole thing is it's how to stop time in a bubble. He's trying to figure out how you can stop a single moment in time or whatever. So you could always have like your dog with its favorite bone frozen in this bubble forever. I don't know what you're gonna do with it. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be there.
Mhm.
It doesn't really do much. But anyways, his girlfriend's gonna show up. They have like an awkward hello and stuff like that. You can see the sparks flying between these two. They have such chemistry. Anyways, turns out their anniversary is that next day, the day of the apocalypse. Coincidentally enough, guys. So she's gonna go and hang out with her buddy that works at the lab or is whatever at the lab. They take off. Angel and the host now going bar to bars. They get to this last one. They don't find him. They find a bartender, and it seems like this bartender's comfortable having demons there, which is nice. It's it's an inclusive place over there. Not always have to pretend you're a mascot if you're the host here. Now he's going to tell Angel that a bunch of grad students come in and sing there. They describe, well, this is what kind of guy that we're looking for. It sounds like a kid that comes in every couple of weeks to sing his little, crybaby songs for whatever reason. I don't know what this guy's crybabying about. He has no idea what's about to go down.
Mhm.
Maybe he just
He's
likes
talking
singing.
about all. He's talking about all by myself, but he got a girl and like a friend.
Right. And yeah, at
Yeah.
this point, yeah, he has, yeah, he thinks life should be not
Like
too
a
bad.
girlfriend and a friend. Sorry, a girl
Yeah,
and a friend. It's like I split that word.
for a
No, yeah,
physicist, you know, he seems to be doing okay. He has a
yeah,
pretty big place.
yeah.
Anyways, the
The school gives him a lot of grant money all the time.
oh, he's getting, and he's
Yeah,
a student. He's a student.
yeah.
For God's sake. Anyways, the
Probably a
host
full
says,
ride.
yeah, not only full ride, he's getting paid. He's getting money hand
Yeah,
over fist, hand
yeah.
over fist. All right.
Fist
Hmm.
over hand.
Don't. Okay, that is the. How dare you?
Because the
Okay.
fist is
Yeah,
over the hand. The
uh,
fist.
let's not go there. It's going downhill from here.
Okay. What do you think, Brennan? What about this dude? He's talking about how he's lonely.
Yeah.
What's up with him? What do you think?
I don't know. He's a little pathetic, I think.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I think you nailed it. I think you nailed
There
it
it
right
is.
there.
There it
Okay.
is, Brennan.
So
I
he's
mean,
like,
and this guy was a little bit strange. Yeah.
Yeah.
mm, yes. I don't know how he got the
I
girl
can't
in
wait
the
till we
first
talk
place.
about the towards the end of this episode. That's probably one of my favorite scenes, not because it was good, but because I just felt something kind of weird about the scene.
Yeah, that was kind of the yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
right.
Yeah.
Well, yep, we're gonna get there pretty soon. So the host say, okay, just picture this guy sing a couple bars of for he's a jolly good fellow,
Mm-hmm.
and he does. The host gets him ready. He's like, yep, that's the guy, and then uh, you know compliments him on his tone.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Then they go on the hunt.
He has a nice vibrato.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, uh, they're gonna. He's also gonna encourage him to keep writing his novel. Which is, you could probably say that to everybody who's a
Yeah, in
bartender in
L.A.
Los Angeles at that
Yeah,
time. Then he's going to ask,
or a screenplay.
what school does he go to? This bartender, they're imagining, knows an awful lot about these students that come into his
Yeah.
bar every couple of
Guys.
weeks. So,
Well, you know what? A good bartender knows.
yeah, no,
A good bartender knows.
nope. So the kids are plugging away.
I
The
mean,
kids still
Star
plugging away
Trek
there.
taught us nothing.
Right, that's
Mm-hmm.
true. He's making small changes and stuff like that. Fiddling around, trying to freeze this Mercury in time, keeps failing. He's gonna head out, and a couple of powdery looking,
They look like dead presidents. They look
yeah,
like presidents of the United States. Like they look like George Washington, Quincy Adams.
they have like the bolo ties with the
Yeah,
wiggler.
like they
They,
look like
they look like
presidents.
they look like
Literal.
the gentleman's cousins.
Yeah, they look
They're
like
not as
actual
cool.
dead presidents. It was pretty funny and weird.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Now they were just hiding behind some big gas canisters the entire time,
Yeah,
waiting for him to
no one
go.
saw them. They were just
Yeah.
there.
They're like they pop out and in their language, and they
Hmm.
say, he doesn't know it, but he's the one. Oh, very, very ominous sounding.
Very ominous.
It says humans come from pestilence and will disappear back into nothing. It's like, gee whiz, okay. And then he gets this glowing staff, and Goodwill Hunting's his little math problem the kid had.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, the student eventually is going to come back here. He notices the changes, doesn't question it, doesn't question it at all.
Science figured itself out.
Yeah, Eureka! The
Yep,
experiment worked.
we
No,
found it.
he says it's a yeehaw moment, and then rightfully just runs away.
Hmm.
Why bother sticking around with this thing that's going? He's just going
And
to
he
take.
just had his Archimedes moment, and then he ran away.
Yeah, nothing dangerous about having an event horizon in your lab right now, unsupervised. So
Hmm.
he's going to find somehow in this sprawling campus. His girlfriend and his buddy from the lab there, or his like her buddy or whatever from the lab there, yapping. Turns out that she planning to break up with him on their anniversary, Ferris.
What horrible, man.
That's
Just
the bad. That's the bad news.
that's just bad, man. Like what's up with that? That's just horrible.
Well, the good news is, she's gonna have a little pity thing for him and stuff like that. So it's a little column A, column B. It turns out for our little friend here. We see the host and Angel now at the school. Angel's gonna give him crap about his driving. This is
Hmm.
all buddy. This is all buddy cop 101. This is how to do it, guys. They could have just done this every week. Now I've been fine with it. It tells the host now if anybody's questioning you, you're the new mascot, new school mascot. Angel's just gonna go to a desk, talk to a guy, and come back with a stack of yearbooks. It says, they're going to go through this now. They're going to get to searching. While they're doing this, one of those powdery president guys going to be watching over stuff like that. We're going to go back to Gene here after hearing the girls' conversation, stuff like that. He's going to hear that his isn't the kind of love that lasts.
Ooh.
This is when you start singing those songs. Now is when, not the night before when everything was going great. You thought, you know what I mean? Anyways, yeah, now we're gonna see the host now. He's gonna scan the books. It's like, bing, we found him. Angel's gonna ask where the front desk guy show him where his lab is here on the map. He's told the schools is Stephen Hawking. Everybody knows this kid, it seems. No, Angel says he's from the Taubman Foundation, looking to give him yet another
Always,
grant.
always, always drop a foundation in there, man.
Sure, that'll get
Always drop a foundation.
just get that idea dollar bills in their heads. They'll do so much for you. So, gets told that this kid's lab, it's his own lab. He has his own lab in the place, which is pretty good. Starts showing him on the map, but the demon attacks. He
Yeah,
isn't having Angel interrupt. They're a budding apocalypse here, for God's sake.
absolutely
And then
not.
Mm.
we're gonna see poor sad Jean mope back to the lab, but
You
he's
had an
gonna
idea.
have he's gonna have another idea. Things are
Hmm.
going pretty well in the idea department. It seems going so well that he's changing math. He didn't even know he changed. He's gonna figure out something else. So Angel's in full fight now. The host trying to help throws a book right in Angel's face. That is fantastic. The demon, I don't know if he noticed, was carrying a hungamunga. Ferris, you don't know what the hungamunga is?
No, I don't know what a Hunger Moon was. I was confused when I was watching it.
Never heard of that.
The hungamunga is that hammer and sickle uh, tool that Buffy had in Anne that she got from the evil, the hell dimension that her
Oh
and
yeah,
Anne were in.
that hammer thing that's kind of split, and that was nice. That's
Yeah,
cool.
I have a Buffy Funko thing over there, and she has the
Hunger Munga.
hungamunga. Yeah, one of my favorite things to say, by the way, hungamunga.
Yeah,
So
pretty, so
I
pretty,
just wanted
pretty.
to just
Yeah,
sit in the hungamunga there for a
it's like
minute.
far for
Anyway,
it's like Farfanugan.
fantastic. That
Yeah,
is fantastic. I love stuff like that. Okay, the demons
I don't
just
even know what a Farfanugan is.
doesn't.
Just,
Don't. I don't think you
it's
need
just
to.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, I think you were doing pretty good not knowing what a hungamunga is.
Yeah, cool.
Demon's gonna start yelling something at an angel, then weakly like throws a chair at him, and then Angel just lets him run away. Like, why go chase after this guy when he can go back to
Gotta go find Gene,
back
man.
back to business here?
Yeah.
Now, the host tells him that the demon says that you can't stop the golden child, the one for whom we have waited. He said
Mm.
they're very efficient with their words, though.
Yeah.
That's what you only do in a couple of things.
Get to the
Now,
point. They got to the point very quickly.
exactly. So uh, we discover this thing's called a lubber demon. For God's sakes, what a name! So it's a sect who, of course, await a Messiah who's going to bring about the extinguishment of all human life. Which is, I don't know if that's a very Messiah-esque, if you know what I mean, but I guess different strokes. Now they need to get to the lab now,
You've
pronto.
never read Dune, have you?
I was gonna say.
His
Yeah.
name. Anyways, I can't.
Oh yeah.
Don't spoil it. Anyways, for anybody who hasn't seen or read Dune, now we see that at the lab, Gene has gone and packed up all his equipment. Well, that seemed to be quite a bit.
A
So
lot of equipment.
it's not at he's been setting it up at his not at his lab anyways. We don't know where it is. So the host and Angel are told by the jealous student guy or whatever what's going on. Then he wonders, he tells Lawrence says, or sorry, the host says, he's the new school mascot, and he said, "You're the of a buccaneer," and he says, "Not this school." I thought that was a pretty good little retort there, off the cuff by him, stuff like that. So,
Genius, by the way, too. It was real genius.
tells him what Gene was working on. Angel asks if it works and how. They're told whatever's within the field he creates would stand inside its own universe forever. I gotta say, this as an apocalypse is pretty weak. This is probably one of the weaker apocalypses they've
Yeah,
ever
because
had.
usually when people do apocalypses, like it's worlds blown up to smithereens. This one
Yep,
is like we just
a
freeze.
large monster demon, and no,
Yeah.
this one is yeah. You're gonna play freeze frame here for a little bit. Anyways, if the field gets out of control, it's gonna overtake everything. Sure, sure, sure. And they ask him where would Gene bring his stuff to. So we're gonna see now. It's gonna be Angel at the wheel. No more driving for the poor host and stuff like
Hmm.
that. There's going to be some banter about stepping on it, and the host is going to pay for the repairs, if you just keep it in first gear and stuff like that. It says, maybe rightfully, it's like, if it works, and yeah, if he gets there, it's great. You pay for it, we get there fast, and, world doesn't end. And if it doesn't, then he doesn't have to worry about it. You know, can't pay for a car when there's no more World Ferris. I said it once. I
Exactly.
said it 100 times.
Absolutely. Screw the car painted.
Yeah.
Yep.
Once again, Angel's going to get reminded how he pushed all his friends away, and then he started hunting the guilty. For God's sakes, tells him he's supposed to be a champion. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
wants to know what made him stop caring. It reminds me, you better fess up because you don't have much time left here. Eventually, Angel's going to give it up and says he's screwed. He'll never be able to atone for that 100 years of pure evil
Hmm.
that he laid a swath through Europe doing and stuff like that. He says Wolfram and Hart on his back hasn't been great either. And then he starts whining that people think he's cranky and should smile more. And he's pissed that Darla didn't get redemption. Now he's got to go kill her,
Hmm.
and burn Wolfram and Hart to ashes while he does it. And that the fact that the crew can't handle it is a good thing, and they're better off without him.
Hmm.
Then they run over a landlubber. Uh, you know, he just wasn't paying attention to the road. Good thing all he ran over is one of those ghosty president looking demon guys.
Yep.
Hmm.
So they're going to stop, and then more are going to come after him. One I noticed had a bitchin' mullet. Like this is straight out of Billy Ray Cyrus style mullet. It was
Hmm.
fantastic and pure white, which is awesome. Anyways, we're gonna see Denise get over to Jean's place. It's a big night. It's their anniversary slash breakup dinner here.
Yes.
We're gonna see Angel and then fighting a whole bunch of the lubbers. The host is going to start singing at a high pitch. I thought that was kind of hush like. Speaking of, these guys kind of look like gentlemen. And then the host attacks them with a high pitched squeal and stuff like that. A couple of them get stung. Then he punches them and stuff like that, which is fun. Jean and Denise now having dinner. They're going to meekly discuss her drama class or whatever she has and ask if she's done eating. Each have heaping bowls of pasta. And they're like, oh, no. Thank you for preparing this meal and giving
Hmm.
her, a shovelful of pasta that barely either of you touched. But she's not hungry. She's not hungry for pasta. Anyways, right now, Ferris, you know what I mean.
That's when I knew something was off. What?
Mm-hmm.
The
Now,
only people that I'm okay with not eating pasta are the people who have celiac disease.
sure, but you can also get a different kind of pasta for that.
Okay, see? Oh,
You can.
everyone loves pasta.
It's a workaround. They have gluten workarounds now.
Yeah, exactly.
Ridiculous, ridiculous. Anyways, Angel and the host are going to take off from the fight here. You're going to see, they're going to say Jean and Denise now in the bedroom. Things have, progressed to this point
Hmm.
already. They're going to get ready for a little awkwardness. Is how I wrote it down. Now Angel is going to floor it. The couple in bed now, guys. Our heroes are going to arrive out front, and then we have. Oh yes, it's another lubber demon. These guys are everywhere,
Yeah.
but prepared. You know,
So
if
many
you're
presidents, man. So many presidents.
if you're gonna bring around a pretty lame apocalypse, have enough people to make sure it see it to fruition.
Yeah.
I think that's an apocalypse
Four
101.
3 points of protective contact.
Yes, you're exactly right about that. Anyways, now, they're going to start fighting. Jean and Denise are going to be in the throes of it. But while he's doing that, he got something else on his mind, hitting a little switch that he had put right beside the bed. Nobody noticed. You said sorry before and whatever. We're sorry about all these machines and stuff like that. Don't worry about. Don't look at the machines or whatever. It has nothing to do with
Hmm.
this whole project I've been doing that you maybe have noticed over the last year of dating me. But anyways, he's gonna hit a switch and stuff like that. Now there's gonna be, the procedure starts, and gonna get to a certain point, and the bubble's gonna freeze him. So
Hmm.
another lover starts entering new controls now on this machine of his and stuff like that to send the send the bubble a little more out than it was probably meant to be. Also, how would you like to be the guy if, let's say, he just kept the thing there forever, just that little tiny bubble? How would you like to be the landlord that had to walk in on that? No, thank you guys. Anyways, the bubble's going to start
Yeah,
growing.
that'd be horrible.
It wouldn't be great. The bubble's going to start growing now beyond the apartment. Luckily, not the laundry room, which is where he had all this stuff set up. And I don't know how he got the wires through the floor and stuff like that, considering he had
Rob,
just
he's a
planned that
genius.
today.
Rob, he's a genius. He figured it out.
I don't think, yeah, but that wasn't his place and stuff like that. You'd
And
imagine
you know what,
people would get a little
man?
upset
You
with the
don't you
wires.
don't ask for you don't ask for permission.
Yeah,
That's for forgiveness.
that's true. And he figured, well, no one's gonna, what are they gonna do?
No, what? Yeah, what are they gonna
Kick
do?
him
I'm
out?
not gonna
Kick
be
him out?
here. I'm
He's
not
gonna
gonna
be
be here.
He's gonna be in
Yeah,
a bubble. Guys,
exactly.
I'm gonna be bubbling in about
Yes.
25 minutes or so.
I'm gonna trap
If
a
all things go
woman.
well.
I'm gonna trap a woman with me forever.
Yeah. So this is where the anyways, he's gonna stop it in time, of course. It's gonna put everything back in motion. Sorry, there's going to be a huge fight or whatever.
Hmm.
The lover and Angel who stops everything. As you know, it's going to stop a guy's beer from being fully poured. I don't know why
Yeah.
he's pouring the thing from so far. The thing that'll get you fired. You know what I mean? It's like, just be respectful for the beer. And that's
Yeah.
something he's not, unless you want all foam. You want an all foam beer for some reason, that's something you can do. Anyways, Angel's going to end up beating this thing. He's going to end up stopping the machine, reversing its course and stuff like that, and putting
The lover
everything back in
froze,
motion.
and then it unfroze and hit the ground.
Yeah. And when he's jumping out, he's like, takes 2 seconds to hit the ground. As far as Gene is concerned, also, everything is back in motion,
Hmm.
if you know what I mean. Now, Angel's going to regroup afterwards or whatever. He finishes off that lubber. Then you see a post-coital Gene, in bed. It's like, Denise is like, we got to talk. And he doesn't even say anything. He's like, well, spoiler alert. I already knew. Like, all right. Anyways, unsurprised.
Hmm.
I think that's a good way of saying so. And now, for some reason, Angel and the host decide to talk with him afterwards.
He was very apologetic for trying to destroy the world.
He deeply apologizes.
Just,
You got to,
I'm very sorry. I
yeah.
didn't I didn't know it was gonna be this bad. I apologize.
All he wanted was his girlfriend to stay
Yes,
through any nefarious means he could do.
exactly. It's not like he tried to kidnap a woman. You know what I mean? It's. And
Yeah,
then he offers them a beer. Brennan,
yeah.
if I offered you a beer after I tried to end the world, would you accept it?
Well, I don't drink beer anyway, so
Okay. If I offered you a Shirley Temple after I tried to end the world, would you accept it?
probably not.
Okay. I think Brennan, you're correct. Yeah. What
I
about you,
take that.
Rob?
I take that beer. I have zero problem with that. Okay, so
Because you got to drink. You're like, yo, I can't. The world almost ended. I gotta debrief my brain.
yeah, I'd have the two in my. I would put the two
Yeah.
stuffed in my jacket pocket or whatever back or whatever.
Yeah.
Take when it hits. This is a smart thing to do. So, the host is now motioning for Angel to say something wise to
Mhm.
this poor,
Yeah, you are
love
150.
lovelorn apocalypse kind of guy and stuff like that. And Angel starts telling him that love's a fire
Gonna
that
burn
burns
you
you
alive.
alive and stuff like. Oh my god! And now the host is just going to butt in and says, "It's a wheel, and the wheel can't stop. So sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's better. Music isn't holding a single note, Ferris. It's the anticipation of what
Of the
comes,
change.
the change that it
What
makes."
the host? No, what a great metaphor. That was tremendous.
Sure, Angel
Because
can,
he's right.
yeah, well, Angel can sympathize with what a disaster Gene is at love. He's
Because
been through.
he almost tried to end the world
He's
because of
been through
love.
some apocalypse
Mm.
deals with a certain lady
Hmm.
before. You know what I mean? So he then thinks about how hard he made things for his friends and stuff like that, and then
Hmm.
we had the party at the end
Yes.
where the episode finishes. And guys, that was happy anniversary. Next time, the thin dead line. Zombie cops running amok in Los Angeles. You know, hurting. For some reason, they're attacking just regular folk. It's,
Hmm.
what a fantasy world they live in. Okay, so guys, that'll be next time. But thank you all for joining me this week. Brennan, why don't you tell people what you're up to on the old internet, pal?
Or you can find me on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts at Page Turners They Were Not. And on Blue Sky at brandmar.bluesky.social.
Man, oh boy, cool. Thank you, Ferris Mathana. How about yourself here on the good old LGRN?
Today, 5 o'clock Pacific on our other channel, Good Friends Better Rivals. Me and Caleb talk NFC East. Our coaching staffs are being set. We'll also break down the Super Bowl.
Oh boy.
Hmm.
I saw the one picture you like this or whatever, and at
Hmm.
first I didn't know if that was pre or post pick. And I was like, "Oh,
Hmm.
that's you contemplating."
Yes, I was contemplating it.
Even thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, as for myself, over on our sister channel, Good Friends Better Rivals, I'll be talking with Ryan, Delia, and what's been going on at the old Olympic hockey tournament that's underway now. That'll be tomorrow live, 6 o'clock Central Time, the most important and best looking standard time zone. That's on the post whistle. And Tuesday, starting
America
11.
beat Latvia, baby.
Wow. Okay.
And America, and then the American women whooped on Canada.
Yeah. It's I just have such a hard time getting into women's hockey if they don't want to allow ballot checking, which they should. And there's only two countries playing for it.
Yeah.
It's
Wait,
ridiculous.
they
So,
don't allow body checking?
nope, it's a penalty.
Great. So
What?
they can lose all their teeth, too.
Yes, yeah. Why should their
Come
dental plan be
on.
better than the men's? For God's sakes,
Yeah.
sexism. It's sexism.
Yeah.
So, we'll
I
be.
went to a fight and a hockey game broke out.
It's fantastic when that
It's
happens.
amazing.
Now, uh, Tuesday, yes, starting 11, we'll be back. Kept pushing the goalposts. I keep forgetting that at first, it's like I didn't want to do starting 11 because it was on Tuesday. Only half of midweek matches would have been done. So we were
Hmm.
going to plan on doing it today. It's like, we don't even have the FA. We have the FA Cup. We have nothing else to talk about. If we don't do it today, we don't do it Tuesday. So we're just going to do our regular show on Tuesday. Wrap up a couple weeks of Premier League football action. On the next episode should be a good one. A couple of surprising results, and Arsenal still has a fight on their hands for the title. We'll be talking about all of that, and then of course,
Shout Brentford, man. They're good. I like
yeah,
Brentford's pretty good.
they're fine. They're a fine football club considering what was taken from them.
Yeah.
Now,
People thought they were gonna get relegated.
some people, yeah. Now, Rewatchers Council will be back Buffy Thursday live right here, 5 o'clock Central. Angel was live Friday, 5 o'clock Central. Rewatchers Council, be back. Talking about, there's some good things happening. And, the thin deadline, but what are you going to do? Thank you all so much for joining us today on Rewatchers Council. Until we see you next week, in the words of, let's of Gene here, the Apocalypse Hunter. Hope you guys like and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time.